Good morning, people. So it's Wednesday, the second week of the pulmonary rehab study that I'm doing through an Edinburgh Infirmary, studying the high flow nasal oxygen on a bike, an exercise bike. So I do 40 minutes on the bike, and then we do some pulmonary rehab exercises with bands, and then we do some clearance and some breathing exercises. And this week I'm going up to working 70% of my intensity, so it's high interval training. So for 30 minutes of the time on the bike, so we do 5 minutes of warm up, 5 minutes cool down, and then high interval training, so it'll be going like quite tough and then slower for a minute to recover. So it's like 1 minute for the 30 minutes. So Hamey was really pleased with me. I did really well last week, and so I'm going up from 60% to 70% this week. I'm also going to meet a new partner, so the lady dropped out the second day, and I was just doing it myself last Thursday, Friday, and today I'm seemingly getting a new partner, so somebody else that's going to be doing it along with me. What can I say about it? It went really well on Friday. Just like on the Thursday, the machine was working fine. The nasal oxygen was really warm. It feels like a thicker oxygen. So I got to speak to Hamey a bit about it, and I was asking him more about it, and trying to understand what it is and what flow I'm on. So obviously it's quite a high flow, because for normal oxygen for exercising I'm on like 12 to 15 litres per oxygen per minute. So it comes out a nasal cannula really fast and violent at that, so that would be really nippy. So the fact that it's warmed up, and it also feels thicker. So I've got a little picture of me. I don't know if I've not posted it yet, but I've got a little picture of me with the nasal cannula, and I was allowed to take a picture of it. And it's a softer material. This is a really soft cannula anyway, and it's got little like corrugated bumps there as well, and it's on a big thick corrugated tube into the machine. And I don't know if it mixes oxygen and something else with it, because I said to him, so what's the flow of the oxygen? And he says 50%. I was like, 50% of what though? So I was looking at it, it said 35, and I thought, well, if it's 50% of 35, then it might be near what I'm to get. Anyway, I was able to do the whole thing. I wasn't desaturating, which means like your oxygen levels come down to a level where it's, unsafe. He completely monitors you all the time. I have my heart thing on. The only thing is, like, under my breast area, like being on steroids for years, it's made my skin quite thin in places. It's one of the side effects. I got like stretch marks, even though I never put any weight on during the period that I've been on steroids. I maintained my weight for so many years before I could actually lose it. It did give me this skin thing. I don't know what they call it, but it gave me like stretch marks and thinning of the skin. And then under my breast area, because I'm immunosuppressant, I am susceptible to like fungal infections and stuff. So sometimes, like in the warm weather, because I'm quite big breasted, I've actually lost them. My boobs have got a wee bit smaller since I've lost weight, but I still got a fair set. Anyway, but anyway, underneath the area there is the skin's quite thin, because I have used some steroids creams over the past as well, which could thin the skin. So we have to wear this belt. Maybe I could get it out and show you. And it's to monitor your heart rate. So I'm supposed to put it on before I go, but I'll put it on in the car. I'm not going to put it on. So underneath it, like this is the belt here. So it's a belt, and it's hard in places and it's soft in places. and it gets strapped right underneath your boobs. So for a man it'd be easy, but if you've got boobs, you've got to like lift them up and try and get it strapped right underneath so the heart monitor's right here. So I tried putting it over the top of my boobs, but then it didn't register. So it's got to go underneath, so it has caused a little open sore. So I have this healing cream that I make up. It's good for everything, and I really need it because actually, look at my finger, bruised all my finger, and last night burnt myself. Can you see it's just coming up there? So I cooled all that down, but I put my cream on it and it's a lot better. The bruise has happened because I've lost so much weight that I had to get the little plastic things for my rings so that my wedding ring would fit me. And then on the weekend, I can't remember what day it was, I decided to, it must have been Sunday because this happened on Monday, I decided to wear all my rings. So I had my wedding ring, and then I had a ring on this finger, which again had the little adapter on the back, the little plastic adapter, and then one on this finger. And I says to Danny, I feel like I've got knuckle dusters on here. I said that to him all day, I felt like I had knuckle dusters because they felt quite thick. And I was just doing daily tasks. I did a little bit indoor gardening, maybe some chopping, but I don't chop with that hand, so I don't know what happened. And that's all I can think of is these rings have just pressed against each other, and because I'm on the high dose of steroids just now, as I'm titrating down, I'm still on 40 milligrams, it just makes you bruise more easily. So here I am left with this big, horrible big bruise. It's not sore anymore, it was sore on Monday. So that's sort of the updates of where I am. I'm ready to go. I had some, I was doing too much. I've done far too much at the weekend. Just because I can doesn't mean I should. Anyway, it has caused me to twice go nearly, well, once into spasm and nearly into spasm. My calf yesterday and all through the night there was solid, but I got up and I used, see all my little gadgets here. It's not actually mine, I bought this for my son, and then for his Christmas, for his back, and then Danny loved it, and we all had to shot at Christmas, so Danny bought one, and then I get off of Danny. So it's just a little massager. It has infrared and a heat in it as well. And this thing at the back of me, this is like a heat pad that can go on my back and round my neck. So I've all the stuff to help me when my back and things get sore, because I don't really need the painkillers. These things help more. So I put that on this morning, and my calf, it's took the tension out of my calf, so that's great. I'm ready for the cycling today. I'm ready for Christine, and we're going to get a wee Marks and Spencer's in the hospital lunch instead of taking a packed lunch today. So that's the updates. I'm ready to rock. I'll tell you how I got on tomorrow for today. Yep, I've been doing lots, and anyway, I'll talk more tomorrow. I've talked too much today, but I check my posts on Facebook. I have been requesting some help for the garden this weekend, just because, like, I don't want to go into spasm and I want to do some stuff, but I really need some help and some assistance to do it. So we're going to throw a wee sort of garden party. Come round, come learn, come see my beautiful garden and help do some pricking out and some, I don't know, there's loads of wee mini job things to do, some nice arts and craft things and stuff like that. Anyway, it would be lovely for family or friends to come round this weekend, and I will treat you all to tea, alcoholic beverages, and I'll make a big macaroni cheese or something. Okay, bye.